ever notice that when one area of your life is messed up, the others follow? So most people try and fix one area of their health while ignoring the other areas of their health. And that's why lasting results don't stick. So I was thinking about this not too long ago, and I realized that there are 4 pillars of health. Because most people, what they think of when they think of health is they think of physical health. But really, we have 4 areas of health. We have our physical health, our emotional health, our spiritual health, and our financial health. And they kind of interact and they affect each other. So just like I've shared this before, where most people think about their health, their weight, right, as their weight, the number on a scale. It is so much more than the number on a scale, but it's also more than just your physical health, because there's a lot of other ways we need to be healthy. So I'm expanding what I'm doing. I am sharing all 4 pillars of health starting this month. So as an overview, I just want you to know how and why we're doing this, why I think it's important. So in this series, we're going to explore why all 4 of those areas matter and how they interact. Because when one is out of balance, the others follow. So for example, if you have emotional stress because of financial stress, you can have physical stress. Because a lot of people, when they're financially stressed, they're emotionally stressed, maybe they're emotionally eating, and they may not be sleeping, and therefore their physical health goes down. So there's all connected. So each area can affect others. So for example, our physical health fuels our energy. If we don't have enough energy, we don't have the ability to do things. We don't have the ability to handle stress. Our emotional health impacts our relationships as well, and our habits and our daily choices that we make. Our spiritual health gives us peace and clarity when we feel uncertain, when life feels difficult. Our financial health reduces daily stress, and it creates freedom to focus on other things. So for a quick example here, your stress, like I said, over money can lead to emotional eating. It can lead to sleepless nights. It can lead to a lot of health issues, physical health. So most people focus where they feel the most pain immediately. So if someone is struggling financially, they're going to, be focused on, how do I fix this? How do I make more money? And that affects their emotional health, because they're ignoring, their physical health, their emotional health too, because they're working really hard. So emotionally, they're compromised, and they're usually neglecting their physical body. A lot of times when people are grieving, they neglect their physical body. So wherever you're feeling the most pain, you're going to put most of your focus there, and you're going to neglect all of the others. And small steps do make a big difference. So when you are instead of trying to overhaul your entire being, your all 4 pillars at once, and even one pillar, you can't overhaul things. You've got to make small steps, because number 1, it's going to be a little bit overwhelming, and number 2, you can't change everything at once. So this series is why I'm doing all of this, mostly because you can't make big differences. You've got to make small steps, and eventually you have big differences in how your health presents in all 4 areas of your life. So that's what this series is about. So I want to leave you with a challenge. Every week I'm going to give you a challenge. So this week's challenge is to take inventory. What is it? What area of your life, of your health, have you been ignoring lately? And how would you like to take steps to implement small steps forward in that area? Again, physical health could be your emotional health, could be spiritual health, could be financial health. Any one of those 4 areas. There's a lot involved in each one of those, but basically, which of those 4 areas are you struggling in that you have not addressed because you're too busy on another area to focus on? I'd love to have that put in the comments. I would love to chat with you more about that. I might be able to give you some tips. And coming up this month, I'm going to give you an overview of each of the 4 areas, each of the 4 pillars. And then starting next month, I'm going to give you details about how you can take those small steps. So I'll talk to you soon next week.